Okay, so yeah, we have this shadow person who is telling us to figure out this mystery of the root trees. There's money involved. We gotta figure out inheritance stuff, something like that. Like there's a system in place where family members get some money from this candy company. Um, and so now that this whole family has died, it's kind of like, where does that money go? And is there someone behind it? We do not know. I hope it's saved. It was like one of those save and quit situations that always looks like it did. Is there anything here that I'm supposed to... Am I supposed to learn anything about this? Or is this just cute? Oh, okay. I thought I could leave. No, I cannot leave. I'm stuck here. Oh, this is fun. Okay. I could just navigate the whole world like this. So this is a diary. We kind of read through it, but obviously there were some pages where I was like, it's not the time. We've got the notable root trees. We have only one notable root tree left. And I'm guessing it's Gwyneth, right? Because she's notable. We just don't know what her real name is. Oh. There's two Gwyneths. We don't know if she's an Anderson or a Madsen. I probably could figure that out. Gwyneth Roottrees, actress, public divorce. Elias Clark. Names? No, that is names. Things to search. We searched Miracle Jr. Let me erase that real quick. I feel like I'm already kind of just trying to figure out where I left off. Gwyneth Roottrees. The first Anderson Maple Farm. She must be an Anderson. And I think farmer would be what she would be considered. Maple Farm. Before marrying Elias, Gwyneth was Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers. So long as she married, she inherited the farm. Before Elias took over, the farm produced only syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. This led to the 5 pieces and expanded, reserved as a tourist attraction, daily demonstrations, and educational tours. Okay. Let me see if I can search that. Okay, that's the exact same thing. Cool. And if I search this, we've looked at that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna delete that note then because this should be locked. Once I have a couple more profiles, it's like 3 at a time you gotta do for it to be locked. And so Rafferty. Do we have another picture of Rena? I don't know. Oh, we might. But then wouldn't we have another one of the sister too? Diamond LaRue. Oh my gosh. Clark, right. Clark is this fella here. James Roottrees and Clark never knew his dad, Jacob. Jacob died. Correct. This, I think, can be deleted. this is the first generation order. So we know Miracle, Berry, Miracle Roottree, married someone, don't know what they did, had a couple of kids. Then we have Margolite, Aunt Margot. We've got Elias C, cinnamon extract, I think. And then we've got melon. No, we got elderberry. 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 Edward? Maybe? Oh. Oh, that could be... Oh, shoot. I don't know. Dang it, never mind. Ah, this might not be right. Oh, shoot. And then we got all these we haven't even touched yet. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go back to... this. To Carl and Brenda. I'm sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's tradition to have it as soon as possible, and Ernie knew how busy your job can be. Dang, I don't know who Ernie is. Morden, Eli Jr. Oh no! There's too much. Okay, so I think this one. Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. I think I figured out everything from that. Then we have Dynasty. Lauren's grandfather, Elias, announced he would step down. Clancy told everyone got heated. Granddad was furious, none of the sons would take over. Clancy volunteered, but it ended up going to Zach. And I think we have that written down. That's Zach. Zach is president. Surname doesn't match the candy. He's the firstborn son of the firstborn. Fine, he's firstborn son. And he has a sister with twins. Hi! How's it going? Firstborn. Right, I remember. Yes. Oh, good lord. So, we know that this is an unknown man. Like, his name is Zach, but we don't remember. We don't know. Oldest, right? I know! It is too much. Angie's older than Zach. Ugh. Okay, but then, wait, we're here. Zach has a sister with twins, so this is a female. And these are twins. And we too many family members, and we only know like this immediate chunk here, and not even all of the chunk. We don't know who the spouses are. No idea. We're figuring it out, but I don't know where to search next. Oh shoot. Oh, there's still one clue here. Wait, what? The higher the number, the more there is to find. Right, and there's so many clues here. I haven't even gotten to this. Jacob and I got married at 16. So we know that the husband's name is Jacob, but that we already knew that. We already knew that. Clark is a free spirit, and Clark is in this generation. Yes. Carl Clancy. Edward is one of the brothers. We know that, right? Yes. So Lauren has a brother named Clancy and another brother named Edward. Don't know the order. Zach's not a bad president after all. Zach is a cousin. His sister seems to be doing a job raising her twins. Gwen is Gwen. Free spirits in any other family they don't know. But can I search free spirits? No. Nobody cares about that. Okay. The Raffatoons, let's look that up. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and children. And when his wife was trying to get his youngest Katrina to calm down, he had the idea. Right. The Super Bowl ad. He had the idea for a Super Bowl ad right in this picture. Super Bowl? Let's go back. Rafferty. Nothing. Rafferty LaRue. Right! Ah, so someone. This is a LaRue. So you must be a LaRue. Oh. Jessica? Oh, you already... What? What do you mean? Oh, right. Okay, so... Are you Kim? Are you Jane? Oh, but you guys could be... Ah, shoot. Oh, no. Okay. Let's keep going on this diary. Okay, what's the one clue that I could get from here yet? Complaints Lauren, a diary 1953. Gwen. Seems everyone has something to complain about Gwen. Gwen is an only child. Yes, we know that. I told her being expect to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing. During the summer where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot, I hoped she would be the sister I never had. We know about Margot. Now she's off living a glamorous life, stuck here with Clark. Happiness, coffee too, starlit, magazine started with colorization of film. Generally, it was a tabloid with a focus on famous actors and actresses. Oh! Okay, what's her name again? Gwen Roottrees was often in Starlet. Most mentions were around the time of her divorce from Wild Bill Williams. Where is she? She's here. Divorced. Wild Bill Williams. Bill? Wild. Okay, what's that? What's his real name? Wild things search. This guy. Hans is Gwen's ex-husband. What is his real name? The gossip is speculative and full of tabloid stereotypes. Some of it focuses on the fact that when she announced her divorce, she also announced she was pregnant again. Others mention that the rumors Wild Bill had multiple affairs, which left her heartbroken. There's also an interview from earlier in the mid-1957 when she was asked about her last name. She answered, "The power of the name is undeniable. My grandfather constantly preached the importance of family names and honoring them. My father decided to bless me with a famous name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall, but Roottrees has power. My husband similarly goes by Wild Bill. It's an infamous name he repurposed for himself because he didn't have the benefit of being born with a famous one." Oh, Cornwall. So maybe his last name is Cornwall. Cornwall. Linus? Might be Linus Cornwall. Although we've relocated to Paris, I know your readers love to keep up with my husband, so consider this a Starlit exclusive about both of us. Wild Bill and I have a child on the way, and we're sticking with Roottrees for the last name, not Williams. But we also plan to lean into the alliteration. This is how we'll honor both of our family names for the next generation. Their children's last name is Roottrees. Leaning into the alliteration. Okay, now let me look up Wild Bill Williams. Many times throughout the magazine's lifespan with stories and gossip. First mentions that his first roles were under his real name, Walter Forsythe. Never mind. Walter Forsythe. Okay. The second is an interview. Although he doesn't mention her by name, you determine he's talking about Gwen. An apology to all the ladies. I'm actually taken. Earlier this year, I did a friend a favor. He was directing a war movie and asked me to play a small part. Wouldn't you know it, that son of a bitch cut me from the picture. I'm just ribbing. It wasn't his fault. Apparently the studio didn't want to pay for a star of my caliber. I got the last laugh, though. I met someone. She spent most of the film crying. But even though through the tears she was incredible. I know I tend to have a reputation, but this one's true love. I only have eyes for her. Ironically, the third is a rumor that his divorce was due to multiple affairs, including one with another actress. An American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwen arguing in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwen announced that she's divorcing Wild Bill and that she was pregnant again. Okay. But if their children are leaning into the alliteration, what does that mean? Wolf? Walter Forsyth, Wolf? Maybe? And something else. Okay. What else is this periodical for? Who else would be listed in here? Okay. Oh, maybe I can look up Walter Forsyth. Oh. Never mind. Lauren Rafferty? No. Who is there anybody else who's a star? Miracle Junior? Miracle? Maybe? Nope. Okay. Oh, maybe LaRue. James Roottrees. Her mother's famous name. Clark Rafferty LaRue. No. Oh no. Teacher Janelle. Walter Forsyth. Okay, listed in a movie. Gal in the Gang. Bruce Throckmorton. Does not seem related. Okay. Heard. Okay, maybe that was the clue. We might have gotten that. Lucky I have a family to support too. If any of them were to hear me complaining, I would scoff. Okay. This one has 6. At least with step down. Fancy. Right, Zach. So, who did Gwendoline marry to get a different last name for Zach? previous entry, you learn that Elias Roottrees had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for some time. I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two, but I was told trim their branches from the family tree, so why is Sam special? Angie summoned all of the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy. Uncle Junior? Uncle Junior? Not you. So maybe you're not Elias. Oh no. I don't know. I assumed they were. Okay, I need to look at pictures again. These are the first gen. So, Lauren's diary. The picture was famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. Her father is this one. Now, I don't know if Elias is his father's name, though. Okay, but that at least eliminates one of the 5. It was taken in 1935 to celebrate the move to the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. Is Eli Elias Roottrees? I feel like Elias Jr. would be an actual junior. Are you Edward Clancy? Or Clancy Edward, I guess. That might be it. Because where's the list? This one. G for grape, E for elderberry. So this would be Clancy Edward for cinnamon extract. And then we got Miracle M Margot. And then it could just be, this could be Elias Jr. And Elias Jr. could be him. He would have been an architect. Oh my god. Oh my god. Booyah.
You're listening to WRTG. It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottrees family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
WRTD is your local investigative jazz radio station. During their news segments at 45 minutes on the hour, they've been talking about the plane crash. Talked about a picture taken from Carl's office. During the interview, it's revealed that there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with the key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst during a recent storm. This means it was likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to posit that the culprit had an alternate agenda specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. A comment below says, don't believe their lies. This is just another instance of Roottrees curse being real true thing. I bet Carl was murdered. Oh, okay, cool. Radio. Okay. So, we don't know who Margot is. Miracle. He was definitely the youngest. Don't know what he ended up doing. And then I just really don't know between these two women who is older. I don't know. Clancy Edward Roottrees. Yeah. Okay. Blood relative. The Clancy Trust. The 5-piece guarantee. Elias wanted to ensure his direct relatives could afford to be president. Right. We know that. It didn't lock Gwyneth? Was she something else later? Did she just turn into a housewife or something? Hey Lady Oaks, how's it going? Watchman of the Year. We have one clue from this yet. I have no idea what it could be. Oh, right. Ernie Jr., Carl's second cousin. Which is so annoying. Okay, wait. Let me just read this all. Carl's wife, Brenda, was a fashion consultant before they married. When Raina was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. Brenda... There's no worries about that. Looking for a creative outlet. Sewing machine, yes. Raina's new clothing were a hit with other parents, including Carl's cousin, Jim, a notable singer who had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. That would make sense. They're cousins. Yes. By 1982, Brenda's patterns are being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin, Ernie Jr. Second cousins, Ernie Jr. Could be anywhere. Unless. Who had just become president of Roottrees at the time, spearheaded Root. Other blood relatives refused to fund anything other than candy. Carl spent his entire inheritance bankrolling the clothing company. Root exists under the umbrella. They all benefit. Raina become the... Yeah, Carl was voted Watchman of the Year. Ernie. We don't know who Ernie Jr. is. I mean, we know he's a junior. Is there an Ernie somewhere? Do we already have one of those? What else has, like, one? This one? Miracle Third and his wife, Nicole. We just know Nicole. Can I type in Nicole or Nicole? Okay, not really. Miracle Roottrees in his 68th year on God's earth. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of clues here for some reason. The lyrics of the song contain no clues. I will assume that that is true. Alias Roottrees. He must have made music. What? What do you mean? Is it because of the sweetness? Peter Janowitz. Jim Roottrees. I know, but I think I already read this though. A reluctant hitmaker. Okay. Diamond and I were in C and J plus J and D with my cousin and his ex. What? Clark never knew his father, so our grandpop insisted he spend time with my dad and me. As a result, Clark and I grew up like brothers. Diamond and Jane. Diamond and Jane, right. So Clark and Jim and Diamond and Jane. Jane. Potentially. Diamond and Jane, on the other hand, are actually sisters. We know that. There was a little controversy. So the four of us had a cutesy family brand thing going on. Not our finest hour. Regardless, when Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her young sister, everything exploded. No more family band. The only thing Clark and I had in common was music, but even then we never agreed on what it should be. He was always more interested in catchy tunes. I don't mind any agree. Most of the time it was a mess. He started around for tunes. Right. Maybe that? No. Okay. I don't know if that was it. Oh, and there's a full thing of clues here, but I don't know who these people are. Stephanie Jones. Carl. Stephanie Jones. Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation. So, CM is a cousin? I feel like they're on this side of the family though, because we don't have anything over here. Gwendolyn. We know that. And then the next generation, it doesn't list it in order though. So they're different. Business Watch, we've got the picture. Elias Roottrees was voted Watchman of the Year, painting than him. Elias inherits the farm during the period before finding it profitable. Four more following lead to 5 pieces. New recipe and flavors finalized. With the help of his son.
Does God hate bees?
Yeah.
That's right. Fuck you, bees.
Did ya win the race? Elias Roottrees Jr.'s architecture firm. We got that. Elias is going to pivot to ensure the company's legacy. This is hard.
Party rock! Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Yeah.
And we gon' make you lose your mind.
Woo.
Everybody just have a good time. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. I can feel it.
Feel it.
You lose your mind. Yeah. We just wanna see you.
Shake that. Thanks for spending those honeys. Okay, so who is Sam? We don't know who Sam is. You don't have access to. Yeah, because no, that's fair though. Here, I'll shake that. Hydrate. Okay, gotcha. It is a lot of reading. I have 3 liquids ready. I have water, I have my mint tea, it's like half gone, and then I have an unopened Diet Coke ready to go as soon as my throat starts croaking. Sam. Oh, I also didn't think if Miracle made it in, since he's technically a 5-piece. Oh, Miracle's in here? Which one's that? Oh, this one? This is like Miracle 1? circle one is a 5 p.m. Come on. Oh, I can't. You got a free espresso today. Oh, how lucky you are. I wish I could have gotten a free espresso. I mean, we already have the beans and the ground, so in a way it would have been free if I made it. But, you know, with like the girl math and all, but I did not make one, and I think it'd be too late to make one now. Maybe I'll make one for tomorrow. Like a work espresso. That'd be nice, maybe. I think this will be helpful. This is the second generation. I ordered one, they forgot to give it to me. They made a fresh one and gave you the old one? Ooh. That's alright. I mean, 2 standard espressos isn't too bad. For old time's sake, we gathered on the warehouse floor. I wanted Eli to stand on the left, since he looked a lot like Pop did in the old one, but he didn't. This is not Eli. Got outvoted by my brothers. So, let's see. Lauren has 3 younger brothers. We've got Clancy, Edward, and Eli. Because he looked like Pop did. So that makes sense to me. They insisted the 4 of us stand together, clumped up in the middle. So... this is the 4? The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwen. Well, that's fair. Grandma insisted we include Sam. This could be Sam. This little lad right here. Miracle and Sam are awfully close. If that's Sam. Oh. Now is it... wait, Sam Cattrall? Well, I don't know that last name at all. Oh no, wait. So, Lauren. I think this would be the portrait, right? Good. This one. Yes. Yes. And then these are the 3. This looks like the oldest person, but it's because it's tall. I still don't know the order that they go in, though. Oops. Lauren. Yeah. And then we've got Clark. Daniel. Clark. And Daniel. is talking about Clark. Oh my gosh. Clark, like the rest of his generation, has a free spirit. What you they can need. All aspire to be musicians, artists, dancers. But that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Clancy. Yeah. Okay, that's a clue. Maybe I'm getting old, but our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. Okay, Edward. Yes. As for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart, based on pirate stories. I used to event with Jacob when we were walking the woods. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. Right, the Rafferty name. Yes. Even my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president, and his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Right. So, we know Zach and other cousin raising twins. In any of them, they all end up the street, even Clark. Okay, and so Clancy... Right, who did you say would look... So yeah, that's Pop.
You might think I'm crazy, but I don't even care, 'cause I can tell what's going on. It's hip to fuck beast. It's hip to fuck beast.
Eli looks a lot like Pop did, so I'm thinking this is Eli. What? Oh, which one? This one. I think. And then... And that would be Eli, but I don't know what his, like, middle initial is. And Sam, yeah, that's gotta be Sam. I don't know who some of these other people are, though. I think this must be... him, but what did he do? What did Clancy Jr. do? Clancy. Everyone got quite heated. Clancy volunteered, didn't want to be president, but he Didn't get it. It ended up going to Zach. Clancy. We don't know what Clancy does. Apparently Zach looks like he's Candy. I remember that. And I think, because he's in that picture, I think this must be Zach, but we don't know. And he'd be the second president. I just don't know what his full name is. There's no clues here. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, one more clue? One more. Oh, oh my god. I'm gonna look up Swashbuckle My Heart Lauren Rafferty. Re-released as X Marks the Spot. Maybe it was re-released under Roottrees. Keep an eye out for the Roottrees. There's so many books. Oh no! Oh, there's more things to read. Okay. This is a version of the diary. Unlike the original diary, it contains no pictures but has many new passages. One major event happened between releases that changed Lauren's outlook on certain subjects. The death of Elias. A summary of the fallout has been added to your notes. Oh, revisiting the diary 10 years later. New diary opens with explosive incident that happened in the decades between the release and re-release of Lauren's diary. Elias had died, and during the reading of his will, there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read out loud. Samantha Roottree. Although Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance, he had a stipulation that she retain the rights to run the farm and any and all decisions related to it. Samantha Roottree receives money despite not being direct blood relative. It was then that the scandalous secrets came out. None of the 5 pieces were surprised, but it was quite a shock to everyone else, including Sam. She had been told her parents died. Apparently, Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. Patricia, the daughter of a local steel mogul, and Eli Jr. harbored a secret romance at 16. She became pregnant, and after the birth, her father refused to let her see Eli Jr. ever again. Her baby, Samantha, was sent to the Roottrees. Elias had hid her away with the local farmhand known as C.E.C. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. That was the end of that. Almost. None of the next gens had ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. Okay. Patricia going by Patsy. Remarried, or reunited with Eli Jr. at some point. Lauren mentioned the wedding in her first diary without knowing Patsy's history. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, everly romantic. Quite appreciated this. So hold on. Not you. Right. Patsy or Patricia? Oh. Christensen. Samantha Roottrees? Maybe? Or is it this? Interesting. Hold on. Let me read some more. When Patsy and Eli finally married, Elias decided Sam should have been a Roottrie in the first place, even though she was not a part of the clan's trust. He wanted to include her in the family affairs. That is what led to Lauren's initial entry entitled Sam. Interesting. I'm still confused. I'm just confused on where in the line. Because Patricia and Eli Jr. at 16. Elias hid away with the local farmhand known as EC. Patricia was married off. And then remarried in their 50s. Right. Okay, we'll come back to that. Companion piece to the entry about Sam. Clearly I didn't know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Roottrie. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. Had she had the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwen never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. And the children... Ernie and the kids. And her children seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. It has been a long, long time since any real Roottrie was excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As a bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. What? What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. She doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course. But I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. Okay. Well, you had said that Sam was included in the photo, even though you didn't know why. And Did you just say green hair? Green. Oh, fuck. Green eyes, yes. And then her children have the black hair and the glasses. Well, I only see one person with glasses there. Oh, maybe she had a boy and a girl. Okay, well, anyways. Maybe. Okay, we'll get back to that too. Right, here we go. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operation would pass to Samantha Roottrees for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money after all, and was essentially inheriting the rights to rule over the peasants for eternity. Pop warned us away from the farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pop once referenced to him as a confirmed bachelor, and I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either. But even so, she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problems with us next gens, but she has a palpable hatred for the Five Pieces and Elias and Gwyneth. Interesting. Companion notes entry about her Clark. Okay. Reading this back, I get deja vu. As I write this, Clark's gotten married again. No Roottrees has ever remarried. Sure, I lost... Oh, yeah. Sure, I lost Jacob, and Gwen just divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Not even I can blame her for that. I've seen what he gets up to in Scarlet. But neither of us took a second husband. Okay. Yes, you lost Jacob. That was your husband and stuff like that. Gotcha. With the way the world is moving, I guess it's inevitable someone in this family would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up. That's more than I can say for Clancy or Edward. Eli C. Okay, let me... I'll just say... I'll put in names, whatever. Lawrence Clark. Eli C. stepped up. Father figure. More than I can say for Clancy, for Edward. It says here. I'll just say this. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers. Eli C. Your brother? Eli. Edward. Because Eli C. raised James and Clark more than you can say for Clancy or Edward. That makes sense. Eli's marriage seems fine. and Jim, right? His, yeah, name is Jim. Okay. I suspect he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. Yes, Jane LaRue. I guess this could be Jane. To keep her from running on the band. Without her, he'd be the third wheel, and I imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio. But still, I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation like that can last, and Lord knows I was right last time. So, this is... Clark's gotten married again. So this would be Jane LaRue. Maybe. But then there's kids. But those are correct. I'm confused. I guess it's inevitable someone in the family would remarry. Yeah, so Jane... Imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio. The biggest complaint I got after publishing my diary was how many similar names there are. And I get it, there is 4 Elis for Pete's sake, but that's how it is. Someone would say I saw Eli in town and I wouldn't know which one they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin, that's... Oh, okay. Oh, shoot, come on. Names. My brother became Uncle Junior. Miracles Eli. Or Eli C. Okay, we got Eli C. And then we've got Miracles Eli. Miracles Eli would be right? I don't know. In that case then, who that would be? Guess I could probably look at the photo. But our family names have always been unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy, so now you see where my pop's name came from. One thing that's always been consistent in our family, though, is that anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. That goes for Miracle, Eli, or even Clancy. With the women, however, it all goes out the window. I think Gwendoline got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. Women's names tend to get all mixed up as the generations went on. I guess that's because there's no female equivalent of junior. So if you're reading my diary and confused, you're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for an Edward Clancy Roottrees, and I had to break the news that they got my father's name backwards. Well, it's, okay, so I guess if you haven't figured out that her father is Edward Clancy yet, then that would be it. I am just seeing this emote now, Lady Oaks. I'm sorry I didn't see the movement earlier, but what? Whose is that? The booty animation? That's funny. Yeah. So Gwendoline got a combination of Gwyneth and Caroline. Caroline was Elias's mother. Don't know what that... Elias's mother. Oh, so what they have there more so because this is Gwendoline, right? Yeah, okay, whatever. That's fine. A fun bonus. Apparently, this is the first thing she could find she ever wrote. She knows it was a school assignment about anger, and she believes it's based on the teacher's name. She must have been in third grade. She doesn't exactly remember the events spelled out, but she does remember getting in trouble. I got angry when I met a new girl who I don't like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home in town and she hugged him. When I told her he was my Pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, "Your Pop is my dad." She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not a nice thing, so I pushed her too. Then I got in trouble. Then Pop took her away. He told me, "Don't worry, I'm glad she's gone." Interesting. Huh. Well, and I don't even know if this is right. Could very well be wrong. And they had one kid together? Maybe. Okay, wait. What was I gonna look up? Elias M? Elias Miracle, probably. Roottrees would be in this one. Could that be this lad right here? Right. Well, that would be the picture with Lawrence. So that's this generation. So it could be this one and this one. I don't know if he has an occupation. He wouldn't be a student, though. He'd be an adult at this point. LASC. Oh, right. That one. And Clancy volunteered. So we don't know. We don't know what they did. Do I need to, like, actually search this full thing? Oh. Right, and then we searched this. Oh, and Gwyneth Anderson? Farm produced syrup. We got the Roottrees Candy Company. Anything else? And then we've got Root. Oh! Which we've already searched, but sometimes things come up. Brenda Roottrees. What? It seems that Brenda Roottrees, the Roottrees sisters' mother and Root's head designer, appeared on one cover holding her daughter Rose. Oh, right, Carly. Right. Right, that's how we figured that out. Okay. We don't know their children? How do we figure that out? And then Edward had a child too. Do we know? Did she say anything about Edward's child in this? Let's see. Ernie. Who's Ernie? Zach. Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. Don't know who that is then. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy. I never met UC in person. This is complicated. Okay, let's see. Eli practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers. Eli's marriage seems fine. Yeah. Okay. I don't really see anything anything that stands out. Carl Roottrees Business Watch. Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr. Ernie Jr. No. Never mind. I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Let's look at this list again. Samantha Roottrees. Maybe we can look that up. Nothing. I think we've got that. What was this again? RR. Right. The person in question was born out of wedlock. Committed a significant crime? Okay. We know who that is now. Let me see if this book is available to look at. I can't remember. S. Williams, Family Man, the Roottrees. Impossible to find these days. That's fine. Oh. I don't need that note anymore. Every president has been a direct descendant of Elias and Gwyneth. Well, yeah. That first gen, Elias and Gwyneth, second gen, first child's a woman. delete that. I think we can delete that. I think we can... I did search that, so that's... Okay, this one is a companion to Sam. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for some time. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. It was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands. EC and John. Right. Is there a farm? I don't know if that's right. I also don't know if this placement is right. And who is EC? Who's John? EC? Is this EC? I don't think so. And then why, I still don't understand the box around these people here. Okay, Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Apparently when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied in his family affairs. I'm assuming Zach is Zachary. Which means potentially and what do we know about Zach? Do we know anything about Zach? Even though his surname doesn't match the candy. Right. Mm-hmm. I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take it over. After all, Angie's older than Zach. So there's an Angie. Who's Angie? Oh, wait. He's the firstborn son. So, but that doesn't mean that he is the firstborn. Right? And this could be Angie. Who knows? Who knows? So it must be that. Angie's older than Zach. Which only leaves her, really. And then if we look at this really old one, that might be Patty. Or, well, maybe not. Unknown. And then this one. Or it could be this one. Yeah, I guess I don't know what James looks like. I have no idea. No idea. Might not be correct at all. Here, what does this say? Okay, so Grandma insisted we included Sam. I also didn't think it was fair. Miracle made it in since he's technically a 5-piece, right? So this is, yeah. Okay. And then this next photo here. Bonnie, next president Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Miracle Jr., Clark, Carl, Eli M. What? I like that the miracles all have this rainbow tie. That's good. That's nice though. Carl's the teenager in the middle. We know that. Next president, Guy Hudson. Ooh. Oh, this is Eli. Eli M. And Eli M over here. Well, wait a minute. Don't know. He looks like a mechanic. With the freaking name tag. Then I don't know who that little kid is. Okay, so Samantha's in the right place. Zach's in the right place now. Wow.
So,
the phone is
heard the
ringing.
news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it.
Oh, well, I thought... Well, okay, you didn't steal it. You did take it, right?
But
Is that
I
how you're
did
gonna...
borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed.
Your family, I know.
am a Roottrees.
I know,
I assure
obviously.
you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of.
I'm assuming that you're the name that I have to manually type in to see if in the
If
envelope.
you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more. In person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
15. Okay, but you gave me stuff, right? I thought you were gonna give me stuff. Notable Roottrees will be crossed out once they're verified. Okay, well, she could have just become a housewife. I just assumed she was a farmer. I mean, Samantha's a farmer. We don't know what Gwendolyn did. Wow. So then who's this little kid? Also, we didn't lock in that picture. That must not be him. It would have locked it in otherwise. But we also don't have... Okay, cool. So, can I just remove that? Because I guess with the eye patch, maybe he wears glasses. That would make sense. I have not the slightest clue what he is for an occupation. So yeah, this is a take 5. Then who is this? Oops. So this is Sam. These are the brothers. I mean, again, no idea if these are the right ones. I'm just going purely based off of the fact that they look like they are related, and yeah, that's all I've got for that. And this is Miracle. So who the heck is that little twerp? Yeah, no? Could it be... Could it be Clark? Could be him? For old time's sake, they gathered on the warehouse floor. I wanted Eli to send all the way to the left since he looked a lot like Pop did, but I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the four of us must stand together. And filter in behind and in front. The only one who was too good to make an appearance was Gwen. Grandma insisted we included Sam. I also didn't figure Miracle made it in. They don't talk about this little guy at all. I don't know. And then this is Gwen and her 2 sons. When I pulled out the water damage picture of the free spirits, this fell out too. Oh, I guess I can kind of see how it's water damaged. Yeah. Bonnie. Ernie. Gwen Dandelion. Clark. Carl. Eli. Oh my god. Is there a Walter? No, there's not. From my employer, right. Gwen and the boys. Film school. Carl and Brenda. Ernie. Teddy. Men. Yeah. Campaign mailer. There's so much here. CM. Let me look up Stephanie Jones. Stephanie. Won her campaign on election day. Stephanie has a very bare bones website for her campaign. It's a picture of her campaign mailer. Be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times. Oh. Wait, hold on. Maybe I could, spider search this? Ah, periodical. Okay. Butler County is located outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. While the Roottrees Candy Company now has its headquarters in the city, the company began on a small farm within the Butler County limits, and the area has a lot of history with the family. The Butler County Times is presumably a local paper there. There are likely articles from over the years involving the Roottrees family. As a side note, a video game called The Roottrees Are Dead was once set in Butler County, and it turns out the creator never lived in or near Butler County. Interesting. Okay, so now I can look up Butler County Times. What was her name again? Stephanie Miller? No. What was it? Jones. You'll also find a full version of the newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. While most of it's unimportant, you do find the following. Stephanie Jones, born Stephanie Landon, until her marriage to a local business owner, Brian Jones, had lived in Butler County her whole life. Stephanie grew up in a home without a father. With my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entirely female influence. Stephanie Jones Landon had two moms, which might be important for the family tree. Though she was a distant cousin of the Roottrees, her mother, Caroline, a local artist, Stephanie Jones Landon. One mom was named Caroline, an artist. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring them Okay. And then we can do this as Brian Jones. Okay. Brian Jones. Oh. Let's see. Brian Jones taking over his father's print company after 20 years. Took over father's print company. Let's see. I've been in and out of the shop my whole life. My father taught me everything there is to know when it comes to getting the job done right and getting it done quick. We've been printing staple of Butler County for years, and even Butler County Times uses us for their coupon pages a few times a year. Thanks, by the way. But still, while you're a new client, or one of our regulars, nothing will change. Come on down for the best prices on bulk printing. I design the web. Search for someone. Okay, wait. It even has frames. The website lists addresses, hours, and a few examples of clients. Stephanie Jones campaign mailers, Roottrees Candy Company banners and posters, Butler County Holiday Lights, Miracle Network, Roottrees Motors, Butler County School District, Butler Summer Theater. At the bottom it says we also do website design. Okay. Jones Graphic and Print. Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye. CM. Could that be Caroline? Let's see, Caroline Morden. Yes. Morden. Could be here. It'd be on this side. Where are my notes? Stephanie Jones Landon. Brian Jones. And Brian, yeah, is on here somewhere. I just don't know. I have a feeling. Oh my gosh. Stephanie Jones, born Stephanie Landon. Marriage to Brian Jones. I feel like okay, so these two split up, and then this one took her in as her own. Oh. But then there's beef. unconventional family. So, Stephanie, don't let our conflicts spread to the next generation. I have a feeling that this could be Caroline. This is just a theory that this could be Caroline Morden, and that this would be Stephanie Landon. No. Ah! Oh shoot, where was she? I just wanted to see where she was. Okay. This would be Stephanie. Oh. Wait, what? What am I doing? Stephanie Jones Landon. Right. Oh, well, okay, she was there. Married to Brian Jones. I'm not sure. Could be him. Could be her. And I don't know if that would be Mark. But then there's like another mom. Oh, and right, you're in politics. And you were an artist. And you would have been in a picture with him, and I'm imagining that might be you. Because curly hair, I don't actually know for sure. But you also have a beret, right? That's an artist move. We'll see if that's correct. I don't know. I don't know who Mark Landon is either. I can't believe there's so many clues on this. I don't understand. Rolling on down to the city. Could be both. Band never had another hit, but its fans have referred to them as Diamond. Oh, Diamond Dazzlers is the name of an official fan club for Jim and Diamond. You find a forum post called Cool Things You Got in the Mail on a random forum about video games. One reply mentions that Jim and Diamond still send out Christmas card every year to Diamond Dazzlers. It's accompanied by some pictures as well as some history about the fan club. Apparently, even though it's no longer available to join, Jim and Diamond still honor it themselves personally. There's a fierce debate in the subsequent posts about whether that's cool or pathetic. Amongst the pictures of Christmas cards from over the years, only one is relevant. The card from 1996 includes pictures of Jim and Diamond's young son, Wolf, as well as a note about their daughter's band, the Floozies. So I think we did like deduce the wolf. Found a picture of a Christmas card, Jim the Diamond. Picture of his son, Wolf. Because of the alliteration, right? And then there's another. The Floozies are an all-female punk band operating out of New York City. They're mentioned in passing in an online review from earlier this year. Apparently, they're the opening act for the band the reviewer actually came to see. The reviewer writes that she normally does not review the opening act, but this one was unusual. The trio was extremely cagey about their identities. The reviewer asked the venue who they were, and she was told that they were rumored to be the children of other famous musicians and didn't want that to be why they became popular. The reviewer also mentioned that for an underground and unknown band with absolutely no following, their equipment was all extremely expensive, and not only were they selling CDs, but they only cost $1. They're probably losing a fortune. The reviewer said that she bought a copy. She would be unlikely to ever listen to any of it ever again. Except maybe Beef Baby, the soundtrack. There's no picture of the Floozies performing live, but the cover from the CD, Conquistador. Okay. Candy, Nikki. Oh, so Candy. Candy. Yeah, so I don't know. Candy looks older. I mean, who knows? Artist? No, musician. Hey, so that means I got Stephanie's name locked in the correct spot just based off of those context clues. That's good. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Ah, yeah. Wow. Okay, I have no idea who this is then. Do we have any other, like, babies? Probably here. Don't know what your occupation would be. Wolf? Roottrees? Could just be a student. Conquistador. Nope. Can I search this? Right, the Floozies. Make sure I spelled that correctly. No. Okay. What about... Oh my god. Perhaps the Flusies are holding a grudge against a toddler. If only had the time or resources to look you up, but there's time! There's time! Okay. Oh, you're probably in... Oh gosh, which photo would that be? No idea. I can't tell which one of these people would be balding, yeah? Miracle. What would Miracle be doing? Would he also be a preacher? Miracle Roottrees. He spread the healing world. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so he must have also been a pastor or a preacher, maybe. Okay, no idea who you would be. Not a clue. I mean, these all seem to be musicians. Okay, Caroline Morden. Parents and friends of lesbians. Okay, let me try that again. View art websites. Oh, maybe here. No. Is this much? Stephanie. Landon. What happened between Carl and Caroline? Caroline Martin. Clark. Did that get locked in? It did. So Jane LaRue is here. There is one child with Jane. Who else is a LaRue? Kim? There's a Kim. I don't know who Kim is. Clark. Oh, a few fan sites seem to mention they used to make music with Clark Gravity. They mention an album called These Times. Oh! Someone with the username XXXDiehard or Diehard Dazzler XXX scanned the cover and noted that it cost him $200 at an auction. Apparently, this was Jim and Diamond's first song. He mentions that it was performed with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister. You can't find anything else about. Single, just scan the evidence. Such a blazing 35 minute. Okay. Okay. Folk style songwriting, catchy. Okay. The website also lists the song's credits as music and lyrics, Clark and Jim, backup vocals by the LaRues. The song contains no clues. Okay, that's fine, but that probably means then that this song is also going to be mentioned in this. Skip It or Flip It has a short, pithy blurbs about new records. An album called These Times is listed under the Skip It column. Oh no. Okay. And two of the LaRue sisters, yeah. Could he have married another LaRue? That doesn't make sense, does it? Oh shoot, which one are you? Oh god, Clark just doesn't look like anybody, you know? Maybe that's you, and just because of the facial hair. I don't know. So this is another group. This is another band. I did not realize that. Okay. Can I search the periodicals? No. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, wait. Folks have songwriting catchy. they just quoted what they wanted to the album. That's really funny. Okay. Wait. Article. LaRue sisters got their start doing session work for the Great Uncle's record label. Back then they were credited as the Lucky LaRues. Diamond and Jane had been touring with some famous... Oh my gosh. Wait. Kim. Oh no, wait, Kim. Did he just marry within the family again? Youngest Kim is about to step into a prominent role on Broadway, taking over for one of the children in Oliver. Unless, I mean, it could be a kid, but I don't think so. Jane Del Vecchio is listed on a talent for hire site as a wedding singer. Way down in the credentials section of her biography, it mentions she got her start as a young girl when she was Jane LaRue of the Lucky Roos. It also mentions to only contact her agent in the event that you actually wish to hire her, and that any and all inquiries about her past or her sister would be ignored. Okay. Come on. Okay. What if I search Jane Del Vecchio in the periodical or Butler County? And then what if I do... Oh, wait. The Lucky LaRues, oh my god. Sometimes I want to do Starlet. Okay, we've done that. This is launch now, okay. Well, now. Kim LaRue. Kim LaRue. Really? Broadway? I mean, it's very possible. Because otherwise there's no reason. Chris Rafferty. There are no other Rafferty LaRues. And this could be Chris Rafferty. There was a Chris somewhere mentioned, right? I don't remember. Well, first of all, Clark has more than one child. Chris was mentioned somewhere. Clark. looking for the word Chris. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't see. Also, I have no idea what clues this could be. I don't think these are initials anymore. Ooh, which one would have been? This one? No, apparently Clark is in here though. I don't know which one he would be. Clark. Katrina. Carl. Debbie. Ernie and I have to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. Nicole. Wait. Nicole. I remember putting Nicole down somewhere. Nicole. Carl and his second cousin. Much love, Debbie. Carl, Brennan, Ernie. I have no idea. Ernie Jr. Ernie, no. Okay, I think, for the sake of time, my brain is going, I can't, I don't know, I don't even know where to go from here. There's just so many names that I still don't even know where to place them yet, in terms of relation. Carl's got some people, I don't know. Nicole, I thought I put Nicole on here somewhere, but maybe it was because I think there's like 2 Nicoles. Yeah. There's Nicole, it was Madsen, right? Nicole Madsen and Nicole Smith. And I don't know those 2 last names yet. I don't think. There's Morden, not Madsen. So they could just be random wives. And then there's Ernie. Ernest. There's 2 Ernests. And I don't know. Could be either. So I'm kind of like, I'm not stuck. I just need a break from this, I think.